All right, when you get ready to do a problem like 5.6.5, you want to go ahead and set up your equation like this. Remember, the value that goes here is always the beginning, what you started with. So we were talking about population, so this is, whether you're talking money or whatever, this is what you started with. Here's your growth rate. Don't forget to write. It was 2.4%, so don't forget to write it as a decimal. And the question was that it wanted to know how long, so we're going to look for time, it would take for there to be one person per square yard. Well, this is how many square yards there were. So this is the population after a given time. So I'm going to substitute this in right here. 19, what is that, billion? 1, 2, 3. And that's going to equal 5,993,000. Okay, so this is what your equation looks like right here. Remember, when you solve this, you need this right here. You want to get the e by itself. So I'm going to divide both sides by this value right here. Oops, I just copied that down wrong. That won't work very well. So I'm going to put that in there. 5, what is that? 1,993,000. Okay, so I'm going to come over here to my handy dandy calculator and I'm going to crunch that in. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to divide that by 5,993. Okay, hopefully I hit that in there right. But that should be this value right here. Now, just let that value sit in your calculator. I did round it off a little bit, but let's just leave him there. Okay, remember, to get this out of the exponent, I'm going to take the natural log of both sides. That way, the natural log of e is 1, but I can bring this down front. So I have 0.024t equals the natural log of 3,170. And again, I'm letting that sit in my calculator. I am not, this is what I'm writing on my paper, but I don't want to round off. And then to get t by itself, I'm going to divide both sides by 0.024. So what I'm going to do in my calculator is I'm going to hit the natural log of that value. And I'm going to use the actual value and not round it off. If you have to round it off, then make sure you leave it 4 or 5 places, okay? But I'm going to show you my calculator right here. You can see the value is sitting right there. So for my particular calculator, I'm going to hit the natural log, and then I'm going to hit the answer down here. See how it's in green? So this is me. And that way it's in there and I didn't round it at all. And then I'm going to divide it by, what was it, 0.024. So that should be my answer right there. And I think it said to round it to the nearest integer, so it would be 336 years. And that should do it.